Hi, I'm over TheAllSeeingCamera. We back to the channel with another one. Ooh, it's looking a little scary. My phone was ringing, and it wasn't ringing for good things. I'm like, yay, man, I don't even know the dude in real life, but every time he does something crazy, my phone happens to ring. People wanted to know what I thought about him wearing the White Lives Matter shirt. I think everybody just fell inside his trap. Every time Kanye has something coming out, he does something crazy. He does something erratical. He does something that slavery was a choice. He goes and takes pictures with Donald Trump in the lobby of the Donald Trump Towers. Like, he just does crazy things every time he is releasing something to the public, and I think it just proves itself time after time after time. He's grabbing all our attentions. You saw his picture that he put up again like 2 days ago. We're actually gonna react to what he was bugging out today on Diddy, but a couple days ago he was like, yo, nothing else happening in the fashion in Paris week. They always talk, I didn't even know what dropped. Usually we'd be like, oh, this designer went crazy. All we heard about was Kanye West wore a White Lives Matter shirt. That's all we heard. He took the attention away from every other brand, which I think was his point. Just so easy to manipulate the media. Is it bad always being the bad guy? I don't know, but today we get his explanation. I did not see this. Tucker Carlson, the story behind White Lives Matter shirt. And if you guys don't follow Kanye on his Instagram, I was gonna react to it. I actually didn't, but yeah, I knew they were gonna do something because Tucker Carlson was there trying like different like beverages and different teas. He said it tastes like charcoal and cinnamon and honey. Another one was like strawberry hibiscus, which that one actually looked like it would be fire. So I knew they were cooking something. I didn't know this was what they were cooking. The video's kind of long, so let's get straight into it, and I want to let Ye speak.
You just came from Paris Fashion Week. You just landed, and you have a lanyard still on from it, and there's a photograph on it. What is that?
It's a photograph of a baby's ultrasound.
Why is that? And that you designed that?
Yes.
Why? What does that mean?
It just represents life. I'm pro-life.
Boy, so you wear it on a badge. What kind of response do you get? And good, amen. I agree.
He's pro-life, so he's against abortion. And when Kanye acts like a politician, why are people still shocked that he sides with the Republicans? He's made it clear for quite a while now. He tries to say like, no, I'm free choice. No, you're a Republican. A lot of your choices are pro-Republican. I'm not mad at it. I think everybody should have their own party that they feel comfortable with. And I'm not gonna lie, about that much money, I would definitely not like to pay taxes either. So I would probably be a Republican. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I can see why. So I don't get shocked when Kanye says things like this, like he's pro-life. Means he's against the abortion. Now, am I pro-life? I am, but I think women is their body, their choice, and if things happen to you during your course, I think you should be the one to make that decision. But I'm not a woman, so that doesn't really affect me. Let's go.
I don't care about people's responses. I care about the fact that there's more black babies being aborted than born in New York City.
You see?
At this point, that 50% of black death in America is abortion. So I really don't care about people's responses.
I don't know if that's true. That's crazy, but Kanye loves to say facts without telling us where he got that numbers from.
I'm starting to see why they want to make you be quiet. When did you start to feel this way? When did you start to realize
that's a crazy fact, though. I didn't know that.
I really felt like, I think I started to really feel this need to express myself on another level when Trump was running for office, and I liked him.
Yes.
And every single person in Hollywood, from my ex-wife to my mother-in-law to my manager at that time to, you know, my so-called friends / handlers around me, told me, like, if I said that I like Trump, that my career would be over, that my life would be over. They said stuff like people get killed for wearing a hat like that. They threatened my life. They put my life. They basically said
he looked goofy in that hat, though. I'm not gonna. Yo, tell me I'm bugging though. Kanye don't look dumb as hell in that "Make America Great Again" merch. Like, you look stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, this is probably one of the worst fits. Like, you know, on that. That's a full size. That's a full size. You know that show? If you guys do watch it, shout out to Trinidad James and the rest of the gang. But if you do watch the show and they do rate that fit, this is a bad fit. This is one of the fits that I hope you skip. This is one of the fits I hope you skip and do not flip.
For wearing the hat.
And that's not even because he rocks with Trump. He just looks goofy in the picture.
And said, anybody wearing White Lives Matter.
Also, I didn't even wear this hat on purpose. I used to be told back in the day during the Trump days, like, yo, your hat reminds me of Make America Great Again. Like, how? It's a regular red Supreme cap. Like, I don't know. When I saw you from the side, I thought I was going to see Make America Great Again. Like, nah, bro, it's a regular Supreme cap. Look, regular Supreme cap. Like, imagine this. Trump starts doing like, nah, I got the fleece this season. I'm dropping the fleecies. Like, nah, bro, this is Supreme. It's just hilarious. I'm wearing this hat now.
Matter shirt is going to be green lit, and that means that they're going to beat him up if they wear it. And I'm like, you know, okay, green light me then.
Yo, I just said that too. Like, who's going to wear that shirt?
You know, God builds warriors warriors in a
Who's
different
wearing
way.
that shirt in the hood?
I don't know if it's because
That's
of
one y'all not gonna see
me
unboxing
being
this
born in
channel.
Atlanta and growing up on the south side of Chicago that, you know, he made me for
That's an
such
absolute waiting
a
to
time
happen.
like this. It's like with David.
I can see the World Star video
You know,
now.
he tended to the sheep, but while he was out there, he had to fight all kinds of animals. So when it was time for Goliath to come, he thought because he was a sheep herder that he didn't have the skill set to take down Goliath. And the thing that I have is the position, I have my heart, but the number one thing is we have God on our side. And for the people, even if you don't believe in God, God believes in you.
So you made reference to the White Lives Matter t-shirt, which you brought out at Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Stop the whole
Why did
world.
you do that, and what did it mean?
You know,
Meat and potatoes.
I do certain things from a feeling. I just channel the energy. It just feels right.
You know what's crazy? I always say that. I'm like, yo, Kanye doesn't fully think shit out before he does it. Like, he doesn't fully, and I don't know if he smokes bud, because sometimes I remember he told Noriega, like, yeah, I smoked 2 days before, and I was high when I made that decision. Like, hold on, time out. You smoked 2 days before and was high 2 days later? Like, oh, bro, I can't even smoke 30 minutes ago and still be high now. Like, how you smoke a day ago and you still make crazy decisions the next? Don't understand that. But that's what I think. I think Ye is just a, you know what? I'm gonna wear blue because it's raining outside. And he don't even have a reasoning on why. It's just a feeling. I don't know. I don't want to go again. He's been rolling the dice for yet so long, and he's been nothing but home runs, so I'm not mad at your method. But now that you're getting into politics and you're getting into BLM, I guess white LM too now, like they got WLM now, bro, you're gonna see people rocking this, I'm telling you. And it's not gonna be, I think you're gonna see the whites wearing this. I'm not gonna lie, you'll see the whites dripping out in this. There's gonna be white boys getting beat up at hip hop concerts. Kanye, because of you, that's what they're trying to tell you. Like, you putting boys' life at risk. And it's gonna be somebody in the hood to wear this just because it's Ye. And I love Ye more than the next, but nah, I'm not wearing this. This is out of pocket. Am I mad at Kanye for it? Nah, go get your dollars. And the niggas that are crazy enough to wear it, I can't wait to see it. I'm definitely gonna take out my camera and start recording. Like, he got a white lives. This is the new Make America Great Again. Nah, this is the new Make America Great Again merch. You're gonna see Trump and all of them wearing that. The same nigga that was wearing the red hat. He's like, oh, they got Kanye merch this year. Kanye did a collab with the white supremacists. Oh no, this is about to be crazy.
It's using a gut instinct, a connection with God, and just brilliance. You know, like as if you asked like Tanya Harding how she did the triple flip or the triple spin. She was in so much practice that when it was time for her to skate in a competitive format, it just happened. Like, it happened outside of practice. It happened in the real format, and that's what's happening. Is God is like preparing us for the real battles, and we are in a battle with the media. Like, the majority of the media has a godless agenda, and their jokes in that work. And this whole like, oh yeah, he's crazy, and all these things, they don't work because the media has, you know, they've also watched travesties happen, just even specifically to me, and just watch it and act like it wasn't happening, and they stay quiet about it.
What have they?
I want to answer the white. Yeah. I feel like someone caught what I was saying, the comparison to Tanya Harding about the White Lives Matter. You know, my dad is an educated ex-Black Panther, and he put a text to me today. He said, "White Lives Matter, ha 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 ha." And I said, I thought the shirt was a funny shirt. I thought the idea of me wearing it was funny. And I said, Dad, what do you think it was funny? He said, just a Black man stating the obvious. And, you know, my dad doesn't listen to rap music, and he's like super educated. We opened up a water distribution center in the Dominican Republic together. He's like the original Steve Jobs.
Shout out. I didn't even know that, but de lo mío. I knew me and Kanye had a different kind of connection, Kanye. I knew me and you had a de lo mío.
But he was getting blocked every which way with all of his ideas, and he didn't have an endless bank account, and he didn't have an Instagram. So all these ideas, he had to like take them back and compress them. Like, my dad is the most brilliant person
necklace is crazy.
that I know, and we actually have a strained relationship because I was taken from him because my mom was an actress, so she was a liberal, and my dad would see certain things and say, you know, we should do it this way, we should do it that way. And the people got around my mom and pulled her away, much like, you know, Kim is a Christian, but she has people who want her to go to Interview magazine and put her ass out while she's a 40-something-year-old multi-billionaire with 4 Black children. And this is how fashion went.
Wow, that was a crazy statement. Factual, crazy statement. She's a 40-year-old woman with 4 kids trying to take her ass out of magazines was a Christian.
To
telling you, he don't always say the wrong thing.
So
he just
I know
says
you
it in
get
the
these,
wrong way.
You get these questions, and I give you like these 3-part answers. Is this a cool format for you?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Kanye's the best person to
following
interview. You don't
you.
gotta talk. Just
So
sit
you
there.
said
But
that
fly
your
as hell at a
father
Kanye
said when
interview.
he saw the shirt "White Lives Matter," it's great to see a black man stating the obvious. So by which I think you meant that's obviously true.
Yeah, that's my favorite response because I kept on thinking like,
Damn, I love Donda.
they're
Don't
looking
do
for
it, Kanye.
an explanation, and people say, well, as an artist, you don't have to give an explanation, but as a leader, you do.
Yes, I think that's right.
So the answer to why I wrote White Lives Matter on a shirt is because they do. It's the obvious thing.
Yeah. Why?
Yo, look at Tucker's face. He's blushing. He's like, I think BLM, the actual organization, was a joke, as we get to see. As much as it's crazy to say and people don't want to hear that, it's the truth. We've seen that they stole a lot of money, bought themselves mansions and Chanel bags and a whole bunch of designer bullshit. I made up the designer bullshit, but I'm sure that was some of the purchases. They were buying mansions and shit. You got to get the drip to go with it. But the message behind the word Black Lives Matter, I still understand, should never be tarnished. And it's like, isn't it crazy that they had the ball in their hand with BLM, the movement, and dropped it so hard because they did it all for greed and make like the whole message that was behind Black Lives Matter is like a joke again. Everybody's like, oh, nah, don't say Black Lives Matter. That shit was a scam. When I didn't even know there was an organization at first behind it. I thought it was just people screaming BLM. So, Shorty kind of dropped the ball like crazy, but you can't make the WLM now because I know there's going to be dudes screaming that shit wearing this.
Why do you think that's so? And I assume the implication is, of course, all lives matter because they're lives, because God created them.
Yeah.
Why do you think that would be considered controversial?
He should have done all lives matter instead of white lives matter. Even all lives matters basically means white lives matter.
The same people that have stripped us of our identity and labeled us as a color have told us what it means to be black and the vernacular that we're supposed to have. My dad grew up as a military brat, and his family moved around, but they were based mostly in Delaware. And at the time, if they weren't the only black family, they were one of the few. And he would be discriminated against because he was black. So by the time he got into college, he would be discriminated against. He went to a black college, he would be discriminated against because they said he talked too white.
Yes.
And then he played the kick drum in the band. So when he would go to the club and the music was playing, where would he clap his hands? Where the kick drum is.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite of where everyone else
Right,
was
exactly.
clapping their hands. And this is the most elegant and tasteful person that I know. And
I'm not gonna lie though, I am happy he loves his father and respects his father. And now we can see where a lot of those political views are coming from.
when the schools suggested like the herding systems, because what they do is take the black community and they separate us, and they separate the families, and the educated, they push this, need for higher education, and us as blacks, we discriminate against each other and say, well, I got my PhD and you don't have your PhD, so I'm better than you. And so my mom, she had a PhD, and she was influenced to move to the South Side.
I had to
of
spend a
Chicago,
lot of money on
take
them
this job at
degrees, but I
Chicago
got 'em.
State University, and she told my dad, if you come for us, you'll never see him again. Because, the media ridiculed me for getting the house next door to Kim to see my children. And they even said that I was stalking her and her new boyfriend because I bought the house next door to see my children. And that's how I knew that my mom had said that to him. I said, Dad, they moved us to one of the most agreed upon to be one of the most dangerous places in the world. It's almost like they tried to kill me or something. I said, Dad, why'd you never come to get us? And that's when he told me that she was told that. There's so many things that are put in Kim's head. They bring influencers, like no one ever knew where Corey Gamble came from. no one in the fashion world knows where Gabby came from. These people were practically made in a laboratory, in my opinion.
That's crazy.
And one of the things that they're really good at doing is being nice and being likable. And what they do is, for people that have some form of influence, whether it's an educated black woman like my mother that became the head of the English department at Chicago State University, or whether it's the most influential white woman on the planet being...
If you guys also wonder why I keep looking at y'all with crazy eyes, is because sometimes I have to process everything he says. I can't keep looking at Kanye because he says a lot, and I'm like, hold on, I gotta process all this. I gotta look somewhere else to load the last couple seconds of information, because now he's off in a different story. This thing was just talking about Iraq, so my Chirac being one of the most dangerous places. Corey Gambles is created in the lab. Like, all right, hold on, I gotta like retain all this information and then try to give y'all commenting back as he's giving me more information. Kanye's a very hard person to react to. If I was an actor, you know, people like, that role was so hard. Kanye is one of the hardest people to react to, because you can't even react to what you was trying to react to, because he's hitting you with some other crazy shit. Like, I gotta burn one real quick.
And my ex-wife, they have people that are around them at all times telling them what to be afraid of. It's like not what to do or say specifically, it's what to be afraid of. And if you have a person that isn't afraid of them, you know, like a Russell Brand or Candace Owens,
right.
or it's not that we have to agree with this, but
They're not afraid.
they're not afraid to state what their opinion is.
Yes.
No one is God, and everyone has an opinion.
That was an ass load of information. That was more than I was even expecting, guys. Comment down below, though. Let me know what you guys think about those. I still have to process all the information he gave us, but there was a lot of powerful pieces within this that I did not know about Kanye West, like his dad's political views, how his dad was ridiculed for always speaking white. Kanye was always ridiculed in hip-hop for rapping white, speaking white. So I can see a lot of the resemblance that he sees himself into that great man and why he respects his father so much. I'm not going to lie. I'm a person that holds my father as well very high, and my mother as well, because you get tendencies from both of them. The older I get, I literally see my life back in the day. I used to try to deny it, but I see both of them in me in different ways, in different aspects of life. Is why I love to remind everyone you only get one set of parents in your life. So I know, trust me, I was king dickhead at one point in my youth to my mother, and I regret those days every single day I wake up. So remember that. I wish, even if sometimes you can't agree with everything that they're saying, there's also valuable information that you can learn from them. And happy to see that Kanye took information from his father and his mother. And I can see the story of a black father and a Hispanic father and the brown father is just, sometimes we look at the father like, damn, you left and never came back. You ain't even looked for us. You went and started a whole nother family. Trust me, my parents got divorced early on. I was like 6 years old when my parents got divorced. Me and my dad always talked like he was in prison for like ever. We always talk on the phone every single day. Still to this day, we talk on the phone every day. I see him through holidays and different things. But as a kid, I was always in the back of my head. I see pictures of him with his new family turning up and dancing. My ass got to take 4 buses and 3 car rides to go see them. So things like that used to always affect me as an adult, even as a young adult, as a kid, even my adult life to today. But you got to start understanding throughout life, it's not always on the father to blame, because we don't always get to see the backstory. A lot of times the mother or the influence that she's getting is, if you come around, bruh, I'm taking your ass to court. All this is wrapped up, so I don't even want to get too much into that. But I can see both sides. Comment down below, though, and let me know what you thought about Tucker Carlson's sit down with Kanye West. Let me know what information you received from it. Again, do you agree with him in the White Lives Matter shirt? Are you against it? Are you copping one? Because he said he's dropping it, and Diddy's trying to get him not to. That's something else we're going to react to right now from Instagram. But let me know down below your thoughts. With that being said, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, sub up at 4,000 subs. We will not be doing White Lives Matter tees, but we will be doing higher movie tees. So sub up. And like I love to say, until the next one, cheers, we out here. Also, this is not yayo for the people in the future, in case I blow up like, oh look, he had Coke on a spoon. Nah, bro, I'm dabbing. This is for my real dab heads. This is a Puffco pen. Concentrates on it in case they ever try to edit this in the future. I just thought about that shit now. I was about to end. It's like, whoa. This is one of the ones that they're gonna try to say you, they're gonna try to bring you down. But we out here.